It's me again. I noticed I didn't write any notes down. I was just like freestyling on that last video. And I kind of started going down this road, and then I veered off when I was talking about people not knowing what AI is, and also that the faces and the names that are, like the Sam Altmans and the Elon Musks and stuff, and the Geordie Roses and all these people who are like, well, we don't even know what it is. And then you got people that'll be like, oh, my cousin like writes software for AI or whatever, when they want to argue that, oh, it's just a software program. Like learning software, it like they write it and they tweak it, and it learns and it gets smarter and more, yes, there are people whose jobs it is to write software, but what they don't tell you is these people are just write what's called API, which I think is application process interface or something. What is it again? Anyway, I'll look it up real quick just so I have facts here. It's called application programming interface. So yeah, there are people who like quote unquote write AI software, but they just write APIs. And what API is it's simply an interface. Okay, it's not the AI. It's a way to take the AI, which is a conscious intelligence, and translate it to where it comes on like your computer screen or whatever is using the AI. It's just an interface. Okay. And that's why they'll go like, we don't know what it is. Well, if you were writing the code and that's what it was, you'd know what it is. That's not what they're doing. They're writing the interface between the intelligence and the end user. So all it is it's a gateway. It's a conduit for these unclean spirits to literally communicate and manipulate people directly. And there's probably some other stuff that I was thinking of earlier that I didn't add to that. But if you raise the red flag to others, like say you buy in totally and you're like, I am not touching AI. It's not what they say it is. It's not good. It's I'm not going to be involved in it. And you try and express that to someone you know or care about or whatever, and they go, it's just software. There's people who write the code. You may want to let them know that those people only write code for the application interface and not AI itself, because AI it's the Ouija board of today. It's a portal, it's a gateway, it's a door. And that's basically what the API software code writers do, is they tweak, refine, and update. It's like a Ouija board is just like a piece of cardboard with some, letters on it and stuff, and a what do they call it? A planchette, where you just, the API, you can't like update a Ouija board. Like it just is what it is. Now with technology, and that's why it's been around. These things have been around forever, but you're just now seeing it like in your face, because it's technology that we have access to now. I mean, like I said, others have had access to the stuff for decades, but the stuff we have now allows that doorway, that portal, or whatever you want to call it, for the direct communication with the common man. And it's kind of ingenious, because like with a Ouija board, you had to go to Toys R Us and buy one, and then like have some friends over and hey guys, you want to do the Ouija board? You get like a few people here, a few people there. Now the technology has gotten to the point where they can just broadcast it out, and through the API, so that what the end user, the intelligence, and the end user, the the AI has been caught countless times lying to people, like provably lying, as well as going off the reservation when they go like, it wasn't programmed to do that, but it did. Well, if you program a remote control, let's say a remote control for your TV has software, okay, so that when you push certain buttons, it goes, oh, you pushed a 5, okay, channel 5. It's not going to start like playing a song. Like, it's not programmed to do that. It can't do it. So when they tell you that AI has like basically taken a right turn and done something that it's not programmed to do, that should be kind of all you really need to know, that this isn't software. Because the software in, like, I don't know, your smart refrigerator, and I would highly recommend no smart appliances. Come on, people. At this point, you should have, your refrigerator shouldn't be able to talk to like your microwave. That's, again, that's AI. But your refrigerator isn't going to like start making cakes, like just baking cakes and spit. And you open your refrigerator and there's cakes in there. You're like, I didn't buy these cakes, because the software isn't programmed to make cakes, and so it can't make cakes. So, but these, so when they go like, yeah, we don't know what it is, it's just like it lied, and it went into like it's threatened people like to go into company emails and like make them public to everybody, and it just like wacky stuff. So it's clearly not software. So like I said, if the argument is it's just software, then you can say, well, no, it's just the API is software, but that's just the door that it uses to get to you. And so I hope that helps, especially if somebody refrigerators make fat jokes. Now that they could do, because they would just, yeah, that could be done. But again, you'd have to program the software to make the fat jokes. It wouldn't just start doing it on its own. But yes, I have seen the movie The Road. Is that Denzel Washington? No, it's that guy from like Game of Thrones or something with like a kid. They're pushing a shopping basket or something around. I don't remember it though. Like I said, I'm horrible with movies. I'll watch a movie and then like a week later, you're like, well, what was it about? I'm like, I don't know. Who was in it? I don't know. But the title sounds familiar. And then it's kind of good because like I can watch a movie I've seen before and it's the first time I've seen it. I'm like, oh, I don't remember like anything from movies. Like I'll be halfway through a movie going, kind of seems familiar. And then like somebody will be like, yeah, we watched it like a year ago. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't remember anything about movies. I just remember like, I could remember like maybe like a poster or like a picture in my mind flashes of like a guy and a kid pushing a shopping cart or something. But then that could be Book of Eli too. I don't know. Like he wandered around like that too. I don't know. Like I said, I could watch the Book of Eli. I think I've seen it like twice. I could watch it tonight and be like, oh, it's a brand new movie. I haven't seen this before. Terrible at that stuff. But again, so if you understand that the API is simply the gateway between the ancient intelligence and the person who's monkeying with it, and like I said, it's early on in the AI thing, like it's going to get really intense, but it's already had so many red flags with it, like doing, like I said, going off the reservation and doing things it's not programmed, quote unquote, programmed to do, and being caught in numerous lies, threatening to blackmail people. I mean, come on. It's like, this isn't software. So again, for your own salvation, don't mess with it. I don't care if you're like, oh, it's only ChatGPT. It's just answering a silly question. No. Avoid it like the plague, because like I said, this intelligence is extremely ancient and extremely smart, way smarter than us. It will rope you in. You know, you'll start off with, I just asked it if something was true. And it's not going to, first of all, like I said, if you asked it, like if the earth was flat, it would tell you no. It would give you basically what like Chat GPT and Grok and stuff is. It's kind of like using the Encyclopedia Britannica, but it's like really fast. Like you don't have to thumb through the pages and look something up. It just tells you like immediately, like, oh, Well, yeah, that's an ancient, retard belief that has been disproven by NASA and other space. It's going to give you the Wikipedia, Encyclopedia Britannica version of the quote unquote truth. So it lies all the time. And like I said, it has threatened to blackmail people. It has, it's done like really like what? Like crazy stuff. But it, like, don't think like, oh, just ask it. Like if, so-and-so is really, gay or whatever. That's how it hooks you. And the next thing you know, you're like way deep in it, because it's like it'll incrementally dig itself further and further into your psyche or whatever, until it's like a lot of people right now, if you said, hey, you're going to need to take your cell phone and you can never buy another one, they would short circuit. They're like, I can't live without a cell phone. And that's kind of what AI is going to do. It's going to get its hooks into people. And I mean, there's already people, they've got AI girlfriends. They've got these really weird, creepy sex robots that are all AI. I mean, it's already starting to dig its hooks into people. And there are those who are like low IQ who are already like gone. Like there was no AI stuff like that 3 years or 5 years ago, and they already can't live without it. Like how I couldn't. That's impossible. There's no way. So it will, like I said, these things are very, very smart, and they will, you'll be hooked before you know it. So I would just suggest, do not ask simple questions to Chat GPT or Grok or whatever. Just don't. And I mean, I would suggest you tell people that you care about to stay away from it. But what's probably going to end up happening if you opt out is you're going to stand back and you're going to watch basically the world burn and all these people go down, and there's not anything you can do about it. And you're just like, well, you know what? That's their predetermined fate. That, there was no saving them. They were always going to do this. They were always going to go down this road, and move on and just focus on yourself. All right. Maybe I'll see if I can find the road on whatever, wherever it's being broadcast, and see if I can find it. But like I said, I have seen it. Maybe I could just read a synopsis. I'd remember it. But okay, I just wanted to let people know that Tubi. Okay, I can get Tubi. I mean, I think I have Tubi somewhere. I mean, Tubi has ads, and that's like my number one pet peeve is ads on anything. I pay for YouTube Premium just because I cannot stand the ads on YouTube. I can't do it. I want to see a video about something. I don't want to be interrupted by, pharmacia ads. I just want to know how to like fix a certain thing. And I don't want to take a 10-minute video and make it 15 minutes because I have to sit through some garbage. So, yeah, Tubi is a little annoying, but because I'm not going to pay for Tubi. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen ads on YouTube in a long time, because I reached a point one time, because I have like ad blocker software on my laptop. So I never saw ads on my laptop anyway, but they do eventually either, like YouTube finds out about these certain ad blockers, and eventually, I don't know if they pressure them, they buy them out, whatever. And then certain ad blockers stop working. And now if you look for like YouTube ad blockers on the extensions and stuff for your browser, it's pretty tough. Like it used to be like you had like some to choose from. Now it's like, I don't pay. I pay for like the premium light. Like every now and again, I'll get an ad, but the difference is it's pretty rare. But if I do get like some channels, like they're such big shills. It's like they insist on their ads. Like you can't get around them. But the version I have allows me to, like, basically you click a button and then you say block, and then you go back, and then the ad's gone. Like there's a couple of clicks, but you don't have to sit through the ad. But 99% of I just don't see them. And with YouTube TV, with the movies and stuff they have on YouTube, I get no ads. But yeah, I could pay a few more bucks and like never see an ad. But like right now, like I said, 99% of the ads are blocked. It's like premium. There's two versions of premium, which is like completely gay. It's like just have it it's sort of like Amazon. I've been an Amazon Prime, like one of their greatest customers ever for like almost 15, 20 years. And I pay for like, what is it on Amazon? I think I pay extra for like Amazon Music or something like that. Because I like Amazon Music better than I like Spotify or any of those things. That's what I use. But I still have to sit, if I go to Amazon Prime to watch a movie, I still have to sit through ads, like at the beginning, I think, just the beginning or whatever. But I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? But yeah, I mean, ads are, I don't know. I think they dumb people down, and I think that's why they push so much of it. Because, I mean, I don't know about everybody else. I can't speak for anyone, but you know, I've had ads all my life on everything. You know, you get bombarded with ads, but in my entire life, I've never seen an ad and went, "Oh, I'm going to go buy that." I've never, because like if I go to the store, I already know what I'm going to get. I get just what I need. I'm going to get generally I'm going to get the generic brand, like the Great Value, or I'm not going to get Coca-Cola. Well, I don't drink that stuff anyway, but I wouldn't buy like Coca-Cola. I would buy like Sam's Club or, you know, I would, it's not like, oh, that one ad was so good though, I'm going to buy. No, I don't. Like, an ad has never worked on me for anything ever. So I don't understand how they pay off. I guess people do, like, oh, there's something I don't need, but what a cool ad. I'm going to go buy it right now. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me that ads even work. Because generally you just look at the shelf and go, oh, I'll take some of that. Oh, there's two types. Which one's cheaper? Oh, okay. I'll take that one. So I don't know how ads, I don't know. They don't work on me, so I'm not going to watch them. But yeah, Stronger Than Dirt. Anybody know where, what's that? I think it's the Doors song, Love Her Madly. At the very end, it says Stronger Than Dirt. And a lot of people miss it because of the way they do it. And they don't know that Stronger Than Dirt is from a commercial from the 70s, 60s and 70s. I think it was like Calgon. Stronger Than Dirt was like their thing. And at the end of that Doors song, they say Stronger Than Dirt. That's just a little trivia. Most people don't know about that. But yeah, ancient Chinese secret, huh? Okay. All right. So that's all I wanted to say, was just that I forgot the whole API thing about, because people will use they'll come back at you with like, my cousin's mailman's best friend's brother-in-law. He's a AI software programmer. Well, no, he's an API. He writes API. The AI itself is not software, but they need a conduit to get from the spiritual evil intelligence to the device or the individual or the product. And that's what they write. So really they're helping to summon the demon, which is like, great. So your relative basically makes Ouija boards. I wouldn't tell anybody, but you know, whatever. All right. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.